Greetings, good people. I greet you all and I love you. Jambo, Africa. Makadi, Molweni, Sanbonan, uh, Bondia, Ola, all forms of greetings. I wish there was one language in Africa that we can all greet each other and we understand and we change the pleasantries in that language. I wish there was, but there's nothing, so I have to talk to Africa in English. Isn't it weird? Hot potato. What is the hot potato today? It is education. Now, I'm not someone trained in education, neither am I an expert in that area, but it's just my observations. It's in my heart, it's burning. I want to share it with you. If I'm wrong, please kindly correct me and we do it respectfully and may superior logic prevail. So, education, this is for me to start with. I've seen and I've encouraged and I was encouraged and I want to encourage other people as well that education is the key to success. I want to do that. Yes, I will do that. I'll support you 100%. Education is key to success. But I've got a small area where I don't really agree. And this is the type of education. And I don't know even what it means to say type of education. But if your education doesn't respond or solve challenges in your family, in your village, in your district, in your country, in your region, in your continent, then it's not important. That education needs to be doctored. It needs to be corrected because it's not resonating, it's not responding to the needs of the people in that particular area that you are schooling people. So I want education that responds to the challenges. We have got a serious problem of power generation in Southern Africa. Can our education solve it? Please. And of course, with the politicians coming in and putting policies that would support this. But that's not my story today. My story today is I had an observation which is so weird. And it's in two parts. First part is you would find most governments, they will support education in primary school. Sometimes it's for free. Then you go to high school or you call it secondary school in your country. Sometimes it's for free. Or you charge a little bit of money, which is not much. And then you go to university, you pay. Then you're like, what's going on? You encouraged me to do primary school, you encouraged me to do high school. Are you telling me that the idea was just to give me primary education, secondary education, and that's it? Now I'm not supposed to do secondary. I'm not supposed to do the tertiary education, or I'm not supposed to be at the university. What are you saying now? It's me talking to the government. I'm like, what are you saying now? Am I supposed to drop? Whose child is supposed to drop? Whose child is not supposed to go to university? Yes, the argument will be, because they failed their exams and so on. So what? Do we abandon those that fail? And there are the institutions where they're supposed to go and learn. It's not a special class, but where you take people that have failed, maybe they're good in sports, maybe they're good in other things that is not academic education, or they are not academically gifted, but they can be good in other forms of education. Okay, so that's one. It's about, you find governments financing primary. So I salute governments that also finance university if they can. If you can't, then I don't know. But if you finance primary, you're encouraging me to go to school. Then you finance me at high school, you encourage me to go to school. Then you don't finance me at university, then what? Then I sit at home. How do we complete the whole process? What are we going to benefit out of it if we abandon the kids along the way? That's my first point. Then my second point is, I've also observed where I grew up in my area. I'm not going to mention it, but I grew up in an area that had 9, if not 10 primary schools. 9 primary schools or 10 primary schools, 5 high schools. What are you saying? Are you stopping us? Who is going to be stopped to go to high school? Or is it the system trying to stop people from going to high school? Or it's me reading too much out of nothing? So you would notice, I don't know if it's the same in your area, but where I grew up, that's exactly the situation. We had 9 primary schools, 5 high schools. By then, when I was in 90s, when I was supposed to go to university, there were 3, if not 4 universities in the whole country. And you're like, yeah? So what are you saying now? We're not supposed to go to university? Why is the system designed in such a way? If education, we agree, it's key to success, why is it designed in a way that along the way it looks like it has to chuck out some of the children in the system by one way or the other? Is it a deliberate design? Is it an issue to do with development? With time, we're going to have more and more high schools and so on. Tell me what you think. This is my story. I stand by it. Love you a lot. Thank you. Bye.